Hey, okay, so I decided that I was going to do this, I guess, like a podcast thing, because I have nothing better to do right now, so I might as well. And then, if people like it, then I guess I'll carry on with it, and if not, then we'll just forget it ever happened. Basically, what I'm going to talk about is the Twilight board on IMDb, or as I think it was Haley referred to it the other day, twIMDb. I like that. I thought that was cool. So let's do it. Let's talk about twIMDb. It's a pretty cool place, a really cool place actually. I don't post that as much as I used to, but I have been there for a while. I can remember when the Twilight board didn't even exist and people were posting on Stephanie's board, so that's how long I've been around. Quite a while. But yeah, it's like a really cool place. There's some really cool people there. Like Haley, she's awesome. Sarah doesn't post as much as she used to, but she's great. And then the twins, who are like the funniest girls ever, and you know who you are, and I'm not gonna try and say your names because I'm scared that they look like they should be easy to pronounce, but I'm scared that it's like a trick and there's actually some different way to pronounce it, and I don't want to butcher your beautiful, beautiful names, but the twins, you know who you are, you're great. Who else is there? There's Allison. She doesn't post that much. I don't know if that many people know, but she's awesome. Angel of Vengeance, love her. And just loads of other, like, really cool people. A couple of trolls who are sometimes quite funny, sometimes not so much. Again, not sure about the pronunciation, but I'm gonna say Donia. You know who you are, you love the Joker, you're awesome. So yeah, it's a really cool place, and if you like Twilight, or if you don't, and you just want to, like, hang out with a lot of people who talk about, sex, and Rick Astley, and stuff like that, then head over there, I'll put the link in the little thing at the side, and just head over there, it's just a really cool place. But we do like drama. Really love the drama. The other night, for example, we had a huge drama, but if I'm going to talk about that, I might as well talk about Chatsy. You've all heard of Chatsy, right? It's, I guess it's this online, like, instant messenger where it's a chat room. You make your chat room, and then you can, like, add a password and invite people to come and chat online. And ages ago, this guy, and I'll probably get, like, shot for calling him this guy, but I don't know him, so yeah. He made one, and it was pretty popular, and a lot of people went, and I went a couple of times, and it was pretty good. And, we just talk about, like, first we started talking about Twilight, and then you kind of get to know people, and you start talking about, everyday stuff, and it's pretty cool. But then it started to get, like, trolled, and it wasn't so cool anymore, so they added a password, so it started to get a little more cliquey, a little more private, and then it kind of, like, faded into the background for a few months, and people still went on it, but they didn't, like, talk about it as much, like, on the board. And then, like, a couple of weeks ago, this group of people from one of the Twilight Chatsies, which it's called, like, 1752, and I have no idea why, and I'll probably get laughed at for not knowing why, but whatever. A group of people from that Chatsy came to the board and posted, like, 5,000 threads of basically inside jokes. And everyone was just like, well, it's great that you have this group, we think that's cool, but keep it within the group because the rest of us don't really know what's going on, and it kind of felt a little like they were rubbing it in our faces about them having this little group. But that kind of blew over. And then there's this other Chatsy, and it's called, I don't know, it's called Ice Cream or Ice Creamers or something. Again, don't really know why, but I don't know if they're like rivals or if it's just two separate groups, I don't know. And the other night, this girl from the Ice Cream Chatsy came to the board and posted, I guess she'd fallen out with people on the Chatsy, and she came to the board and posted basically all their inside information, like the link to the chatzy, their password, what they'd been talking about on the chatzy, and she was saying that a couple of the other people from that group hated the rest of the board, and they were like bitching about the rest of the board and all this. And I don't know if that was true or not, but I don't really think it was her place to say. I mean, I don't know this girl. I don't, but it seemed really strange. Like, all the people from her chatzy were like, oh my god, what a bitch, and everyone else was like, I don't have a clue what's going on, but oh my god, what a bitch. And then all this stuff started coming out about this girl, and stuff that she'd allegedly done, and, like, it all got really messy, and, like, I don't know how much of it is true, because I don't go to either of these chatsies. I don't know this girl, so she could have just been making it all up. I don't really know, but it all got blown way out of proportion, and I don't know if she's still on the board or not, but it got really messy. But I mean, that's just an example of the kind of drama that goes on, so yeah, it's pretty fun, and I tend not to really be a part of the big dramas. I kind of watch from the sidelines, and then I'll jump in every now and again with, you know, like a counter argument, or to back someone up if I think that someone's like targeting them and they don't really deserve it. Like the other day, everyone started bitching about Gilmore. I can't remember your screen name. I'm so sorry. I always just call you Gilmore. And she's awesome. And then this person comes along and they're like, oh, she's whatever, calling her all these names. And this person was clearly a troll. But then people were like agreeing with him or her or it. And it was horrible because Gilmore is really cool. So in an instance like that, I will jump in and say something. But it is just so much fun to watch from the sidelines. So if you want some, you know, late night drama and you can't afford to go out, then just, you know, head over there. It's hilarious. It's kind of sad, I guess, fighting over the internet. But, you know, when it's raining outside and you have no money and school hasn't started yet, what the hell, you might as well, right? So that's all I'm going to say for now. That was just like, I guess it was like a taster of the kind of thing that I would like to talk about. But like I said, if this sucks, and it probably will, then I'll just delete it and we'll forget it ever happened. And I didn't want to say who I was, because I do post on the boards and people know me, but I didn't want to say who I was, because if this is crap, then I'll just be like, no, that wasn't me, that was just some loser, you know, so, and we can just forget all about it. Okay, well, I have to go now. So, until next time, or not, depending on whether people actually listen to this, see you later, and thanks for listening. Oh, and by the way, I'm really sorry about that thing that it does whenever I say anything with an S in it. I guess my microphone is kind of screwed up right now, so I'll try and fix that for next time, if there is a next time.